Oh, that's what you came by?
This is Jason Duval, one of the two protagonists in GTA 6. Before we got trailer 2, we knew very little about him, but now, thanks to the heaps of information on the GTA 6 website and various parts of the trailer, we are finally seeing the bigger picture. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything we know about Jason Duval. According to the GTA 6 website, Jason wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army, trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys, doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. This shirt that we see him wearing in the convenience store confirms that he was indeed in the Marines. So we are left to assume that he did something shady that got him kicked out of the army and found himself working for Brian Heder in the Keys. How do I know that he's working for Brian Heder, you might ask? If you go on the GTA 6 website to Brian Heder's page, you can read, "Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys. Still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife Lori, Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work." And the person doing Brian's dirty work is Jason. We know this because on the GTA 6 website it also reads, "Brian's letting Jason live rent-free at one of his properties so long as he helps with local shakedowns." So after he got kicked out of the army, he had no choice but to go work for Brian so that he could live at that house. Notice when you go back to Jason's page on the website, it reads, "Jason grew up around grifters and crooks." This means that he had a bad childhood, and growing up around all these grifters and crooks made him the person who he is today, aka a criminal. That's all we know about Jason's backstory as of right now. Next, I want to talk about Hampton. This man seems to be a conspiracy theorist. What if everything on the internet was true? Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's, Cal feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. So Cal also works with Jason and Brian at Brian's boatwork and repairs. There are way too many birds flying around in perfect formation. This is a quote by Cal on the GTA 6 website, and Rockstar are obviously pointing towards the fact that Cal is a conspiracy theorist. He also seems to be a big part in Jason's story, as we can see them together in various different screenshots. So we can expect these two friends to be running around causing chaos in Vice City together. The psychopaths are in charge. Get used to it. Cal is at the low tide of America and happy there. Casual paranoia loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans. This is another quote on Cal's page on the GTA 6 website. Rockstar is trying to tell us that Jason wants to branch out to Vice City and do bigger things, but Cal is happy staying in the Keys working for Brian. Maybe Jason will leave Cal behind once Lucia gets out of prison so that he can have a good life with her. Although maybe Jason and Lucia won't have such a good life together. On the GTA 6 website it reads, "Meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out, but right now it's hard to tell." On Lucia's page on the GTA 6 website it reads, "A life with Jason could be her way out." I think this shows that the relationship between Jason and Lucia will be a rocky one. They will have their ups and downs just like any other relationship, but this may end up costing them a lot. I think the GTA 6 trailer also showed us that Jason is relentless in his pursuit for success. Jason just wants a happy life with Lucia, and it seems he will do anything to make that dream a reality. Working for Brian is just the start to Jason's story. Obviously, he doesn't want to stay down in the Keys smuggling drugs forever. He wants to move to the big city, and have a better life. Although it seems like a much more risky life, seeing as he gets involved with Raul Bautista, a seasoned bank robber. We know this because one of the videos on the GTA 6 website shows Raul, Lucia and Jason robbing a bank together. One of the shots in the trailer also shows Jason with Draquan Priest. Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking into music was the goal. Dre is also signed to Booby's record studio, Only Raw Records. This all ties into the fact that Jason and Lucia will be involved in the music, gang and bank robbing industry. It seems Rockstar have a lot planned for Jason's future, and I can't wait to see what they do with his character. He has a lot of potential for character development and seems like a nice guy. Although we have received a lot of information about Jason in trailer 2, a lot about him still remains a mystery. It seems Jason and Lucia will be separated at the start of the story as well. This is because there is obviously a clear time jump between the start of the trailer and when Lucia is released from prison. I say this because Jason obviously cut his hair completely short before he saw Lucia again. I think Rockstar did this to show that there is a clear time jump. So at the start of the story we would possibly have a few missions with Lucia in prison and Jason on his own working with Brian and Cal. But that's really all there is to say about Jason Duval right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.